Well, if this album cover isn't nostalgic, then I don't know what is. Damn. I gotta say, the game nailed it with this one. YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Universal, and welcome back to another Wax Groove album review. As you already know, we have Game's 1992. This project, the entire theme of the project was the year 1992. During the time Game was coming up, got a little youngster just running around with the snotty nose. um, a lot of the themes of this album was just issues going on in that year. So, for instance, like the LA riots, the issue with OJ, Rodney King, and anything, a lot of stuff around hip hop too. So, some of the NWA influences, Wu-Tang, just everything that was bubbling or just coming up at that time, or just stuff that influenced him or had an impact on his life. This album, it did shock me. I learned a couple things about Game. One, he does have the ability to tell a story, and I love storytelling in hip hop. Two, his knowledge of hip hop impressed me too on here, because a lot of rappers, they'll just rap and don't really understand or know the the history of rap music. So yeah, that really impressed me. Going into this album, I didn't really have any expectations. I hadn't listened to a project from Game for quite a while. I think the last project I listened to was Red. So yeah, it's been a minute. So yeah, like I said, I mean, the storytelling, it was great on here. The knowledge of the hip hop culture. He did flip a lot of old school classics or just samples, like the Getting Funky. He used that on the track Bompton. However Do You Want It? That was a sample. I can't remember the name of the sample. It's like at the tip of my tongue, but I cannot remember it. So if anybody knows the name of that original sample, please list it in the comments below. But yeah, it's also the opening track in Belly, and we all remember that. Fuck Juice, that was the track about OJ. He used the Grandmaster Flash and Furious Five's old track. What was the name of that song? I can't remember it. Broken glass everywhere, people pissing in the hallways, stairwells, hallways, whatever, and just don't care. Close to the Edge, I believe, something like that. I can't remember the name of that one either. He used Ran Meth's vocals in the track Grew Up or Wu-Tang Raised Me, or Grew Up on Wu-Tang. I forget the name of it now. Sorry, bear with me. What was it called? Yeah, Wu Raised Me. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, some of these samples, they are overused over the years, but for this project, the purpose of this project and the theme, I think they all fit perfect. Some of my favorite tracks on here, Young Niggas, which is a great track about him and his cousin coming up, as youngsters, or him and his friend, I should say, coming up as youngsters. And, in middle school, I think it was around the middle school time, but they kind of parted ways where he started blooding, his cousin started cripping, and, there just became that divide amongst one another. And these are two individuals who lived together at one point in time. So that was a great story. I wish the track was a little bit longer. But for what it was a great story. And like I said, I love storytelling. Love that. Wu Raised Me. That's another one of my favorite tracks. Anybody who knows me, I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. That's where hip-hop started for me. Technically, I'm not old enough to be a Wu fan. But once I actually really got into hip-hop, 36 Chambers is where it started and went from there. And that's the thing, Wu started buzzing around 91, 92. If I'm not mistaken, 36 Chambers dropped early 93. But yeah, I mean, they started buzzing 91, 92. So it all fits just right into this project. The track, However Do You Want It, that was another banger. 92 Bars, that was a banger. Game, when it comes to the diss tracks and just the bars, we know what he's about. He likes to get busy. That's kind of him and his element. Couple tracks I didn't really care for. The Bompton track, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Getting Funky sample beat, I like that, but that song just didn't do it for me. The track with Jeremiah, then there was Baby, Whatever You Like. Some of those tracks, especially towards the end, like the last 2 or 3 tracks, they just really seemed out of place, almost like filler tracks. Everything up to track 9, it really was cohesive, it fit into the theme of the project. But the last couple tracks, it was just like, let's just throw this on there just to make it a complete project. And they just felt random and just kind of out of place. Didn't really go with the theme. Overall, I did enjoy this. I don't think it has a ton of replay value where I'm going to keep it in rotation. I will listen to it though. It is definitely something you can play, listen to at the gym before you get those sets in. Something you could definitely ride around to. Um, I'm gonna give this one a chicken noodle soup. Like I said, it's good. I really enjoy the theme of it. The production was good. I enjoy the storytelling, the history behind it, and just how he talks about the year 1992, the influences, and how he viewed certain things at that during that time frame. His history, his knowledge of the hip hop culture, but those last couple tracks just being just completely random didn't they kind of just messed it up for me. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a chicken noodle soup. That's just my opinion. Don't kill me. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video. Share this video. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. All those links will be down below. Let us know what we should review next. Wax Groove, Universal. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm out.